Absolutely.
15 people just got picked up on Wilshire at the Home Depot. On Wilshire.
Oh my God, on Wilshire?
Yo.
Not on Wilshire, y'all. They got picked up on Wilshire. Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Bolo, and I'm coming to you with another video for educational purposes only. Today, we're going to be hitting on the ICE riots in Los Angeles, and we'll be spreading around the country where there's a high concentration of Mexican and illegal immigrants in general, aka left-leaning cities. Now, there's a couple points I want to hit. We're going to start it off with this idiot that is doing the exact opposite of what you want to do if you want people to have any kind of sympathy and empathy towards you. Now you hear that fool in the back screaming, yeah, yeah, then some Spanish stuff, right? As far as I'm concerned, this is attempted murder. As far as I'm concerned. I just seen a video where some like a group of like 4 white kids was throwing rocks at a highway and killed a father coming home from work. They are being charged as adults. Okay? This is attempted murder as far as I'm concerned, and if they were to put a couple bullets in this guy, I wouldn't lose a wink of sleep. That's one. 2, anyone that has a problem with ICE and how they're handling, you know, people coming into the country illegally, if you want them to have a little bit more sympathy, should you A, burn the place down, cause destruction and havoc, and wave Mexican flags, or ask nicely, demonstrate that you're peaceful, that you're compatible with the society that you're trying to integrate into and assimilate, and wave American flags? Which one do you think is the better option? If you have more than 2 brain cells to rub together, it's a very easy, simple answer. Okay, that's one. Number 2, because of fools like that, we've got Trump escalating things where I think it's obviously necessary. But let's listen to this news reporter.
We have breaking news now from the Pentagon. CNN can now report that roughly 500 Marines are being mobilized in response to the protests in Los Angeles.
And this is a significant escalation from President Trump, who had activated National Guard troops over the weekend without Governor Gavin Newsom's consent. In this new move, active duty military members are being deployed as a show of force against U.S. citizens. CNN's Natasha Bertrand is live for us at the Pentagon. Natasha, what are you learning?
Well, Brianna, this is something that Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth had previewed over the weekend. He said that if necessary, he would deploy the Marines to Los Angeles to help federal agents with handling the protest there. And it appears now that these Marines, according to our sources, they have been mobilized. These 500 Marines, a full Marine battalion based out of 29 Palms, California, which is just outside San Bernardino, about an hour away from Los Angeles. They have been mobilized and they are gearing up to go and help ICE agents.
We have breaking news now from
as well as other federal officials deal with these protests in Los Angeles. Importantly, they're going to be bolstering as well the National Guard, guardsmen and women who have been activated in Los Angeles by President Trump. But as you said, it is a significant escalation of the president's use of the military as a show of force against these protesters. It's really not clear, you know, the last time Marines were deployed to help essentially with riot control, though it's unclear at this point just what their actual tasking will be. Typically, if they are deployed to these situations, it is expected that they will operate in much the same way that the National Guard does, doing things like perimeter security, maybe some crowd control. But the rules of engagement here, we are told, are still being finalized, and Defense Department lawyers are also looking at the kinds of rules of engagement these Marines will have as they encounter protesters, possibly, as well as other federal officials on the streets of Los Angeles. But again, this coming at a very, very tense moment with the governor of California suing the Trump administration over, of course, the deployment of the National Guard by President Trump against his will there in California. On the
first and foremost, let me just get this out the way. Fuck Governor Newsom. I am not a Los Angeles or however you were to call it. But goddamn, I thought we had it bad in New York. Fuck that dude. 2, you know, like, you used to go to history class back in the day and you would hear of all these uprisings, and they would make, when the government would send out the military to squash shit with force, and he'd be like, man, these are tyrants, tyrannical, oh my god. Stuff like this and how they try to paint it makes me think like they might have been in the right. Not saying they all were, but I'm pretty sure there was a fair amount of the time where they were fully justified in bringing out their military. You probably had a bunch of agitators and violent people running around causing havoc that needed to be put down. Because we're seeing it right here in real time. We're seeing people throw rocks at moving cars, burning cars, burning down establishments, looting places, violence. But the news will paint it as peaceful protests. I seen one news outlet say people are having fun watching cars burn. Did the cars put themselves on fire, dude? What are you talking about? This is 100% necessary. Newsom would rather see his whole city burned down for who knows what reason. Does he think that's gonna help with him being reelected or his party staying in favor? I need to know what you think having a bunch of people that don't belong in your country burn the place down is gonna accomplish. It's not gonna clean itself up, so the taxpayers gotta pay for these people to stay here illegally, gotta pay for the cleanup, gotta pay for prison stays when a lot of them are committing crimes. What are you doing here? And then lastly, this is me talking to black people specifically. It amazes me at the level of stupidity that we can display out of our hatred for white people. When I say our, of course I don't mean me or every black person, but there is a sizable amount that just to spite white people, they will allow anything, even if they don't even realize it goes against their self-interest. So we have this dumb Negro who's crying over an ICE raid. Let's watch this. I didn't even see the whole thing. I saw like the first 10 seconds and I just thought to myself, you are the exact problem, and if you were caught up in these riots, I wouldn't lose a wink of sleep.
Can't handle this, y'all. This is crazy, yo. I didn't think this was about to affect me like this. But our neighbor's school, y'all know I work at a school. Fuck. Our neighboring school, I think it's Gratas, I don't know how to say it. It's Gratas or something like that. They were having their graduation. And there's helicopters in the sky. Most of these schools are. Fuck.
I have a hard time believing this is genuine. I know he's got like tears coming out, kinda. But it's hard for me to really think that this grown man's really losing this much sleep. I think he's just trying to gain some points. Let's continue.
Most of these schools are predominantly Hispanic.
And?
Most of these schools are predominantly Hispanic. Gratas, I believe elementary, was having their graduation. And all of a sudden, a bunch of parents have to run out. I can't handle this, y'all. Because ISIS is there. This is the story that I'm hearing.
He said ISIS.
And, our school goes on lockdown. Our principal, tells us it's a drill, but we know it's not a drill. And, I had to come outside. It's my break. We kind of got off of a soft lockdown. And parents had to run out because they don't have papers. And they had to leave their kids because the kids do. What type of shit is this, yo?
You should ask the parent, what kind of shit is this? Why would you do this to yourself and your child? We didn't bring them here illegally. They did that. They took the risk. If I bet the house and I lose my hand in poker or blackjack or roulette, whatever, I lost. I don't get to cry to the casino management like, please, that was my last dollar. Please. No, you took the risk and you lost. You played the game and you lost. All right? It is what it is. Do you cry when other criminals are separated from their kids and they gotta go on the run? No, because they took the risk.
And then kids are freaking grabbing teachers and crying on their leg because they don't know if they're about to see their parents when they get home. What the fuck is this? And we voted for this shit?
Absolutely.
15 people just got picked up on Wilshire at the Home Depot. On Wilshire.
Oh my God, on Wilshire?
Yo.
Not on Wilshire, y'all. They got picked up on Wilshire.
Because ISIS is there. Man, oh my God. This is not right. This is not right, yo.
This guy is... God, either he's a really good actor, which I wouldn't put it past him, or he's extremely low in testosterone. One of the two. But the reason I'm showing this is because, and why I said, black people, why do we have this stupidity when it comes to this issue? Do you not realize the population, and I'm talking about, it's not even close, the population most impacted by illegal immigration is black people? I need you to get that through your head. These immigrants or illegal immigrants that are coming into the country in droves, they're not moving to Fifth Avenue in Manhattan. They're not moving to Hollywood Boulevard. They're going to your neighborhood. Right here, this is Compton, right? 1980, 73% black. 1990, 52% black. 2000, 39% black. 2010, 32% black. 2020, 25% black. Oh, but it gets better. Let's look at the Hispanic population. 1980, 21% black. Hispanic. 43 in 1990, 56 in 2000, 64 in 2010, and 70% in 2020. Do you see the correlation here? Do you see why they put them up on Wilshire Boulevard at the Home Depot? Do you see why, you idiot? The reason you go to McDonald's or the Home Depot and gotta look for somebody that speaks your own language is because of this. And look, I ain't hating on Mexicans, because you're gonna come here just like anyone else would and look out for your own and your own best interest. So I am not here to bash Mexicans for trying to come in illegally, set up shop, and kick everyone in that neighborhood the fuck out and move everyone that looks like you in. I am not mad at you for that at all. That's what everyone does. But black people, for you to actively participate and actively work on your own demographic replacement, this is why everyone does not deserve to vote. Voting is a privilege as far as I'm concerned, not a right. How stupid are you? And this is just in Compton. You can mirror this anywhere else. Go to any other big city, any left-leaning city. You're gonna see the same demographic shifts. Some started later than others, but it's all mirroring. It is what it is. Okay, so I just wanted to get that out of my system. To me, it's unbelievable that we got people defending this. And white people, you will get caught up in this at some point, but the first people to be affected by this in a very real, day-to-day, tangible way are black people, unequivocally. Okay, I see Tariq Nasheed talking about, oh, we're gonna have to sit this one out, black people. This ain't our fight. You wanna follow this idiot? Oh, you are the first in line to get shot down, figuratively speaking. You're gonna be the first pin to fall. Like, I don't know how you don't see this coming. Who do you think those kids are gonna be competing with for the local high schools, trying to get into the best high schools? You think they're gonna be competing with just the white kids? No, they're gonna be competing with your kids. Jobs. So your kid can stay out of trouble. Because I always hear, there's no job opportunities in our neighborhoods. Well, what do you think is gonna help? Less people competing for those jobs, or way more people competing for those jobs? You goddamn fools, you buffoons. It's unbelievable. But yeah, let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below, because to me this is quite ironic, and sitting back, it's hard for me to believe people are this stupid and this easily manipulated. But like, comment, subscribe. Out.